Hey guys, welcome back to another video. What I thought I'd do today is kind of do a little um 2025 sort of goals type video. Um, so that's what I'm going to do. So I've done a couple of these videos, I believe, in the past, and I don't even know if I have them still public. I may have decided to make them private because I have a tendency to post the videos and be like, I'm going to do all this stuff, and then I don't do any of it. So I'm just like, I'm just going to pretend like that video doesn't exist type of thing. But I have a very strong feeling about 2025, and I want to make 2025 my year, which is very cliche to say and very kind of annoying for a lot of people because everyone's like, oh, new year, new me, whatever. But I do have some goals that I want to talk about. Um, a lot of them are like fitness related, to be honest. Um, so I'm gonna talk about it. Things I want to do. So I've made like a fitness goals and challenges page. I've made a books to read page. I'm gonna start with the books first because why not? So I've written. So when I was filling this out, it was right after Christmas, but it was between Christmas and New Year's, because I got this as a Christmas gift, and I was kind of starting to plan some things out for the new year, which I'll get into what that looked like here in a little bit. But I started jotting down like what my fit. So I started with my fitness goals and challenges, like because I had a lot in here, like what I wanted to do for the year, but I wanted to get them written down because that helps me plan things out. Otherwise, if it's in here, it could go very easily. Um, so anyway, I started with that. Then I went to the books to read because I wanted to make a list of all these books that I wanted to read, and this is a living document. These are both living documents, although the fitness goals one is pretty much planned for the year, but the books is more like a living document. When I was making this, I had 3 books that I was reading. It's kind of depending on my mood. Um, one of them was like a nonfiction book, which is How to ADHD by Jessica McCabe. And then one of them was a fiction book, Conceal Don't Feel by Jen Kalanita. And then the third one was a book that I started reading right around Thanksgiving or Christmas. What? Right around between Thanksgiving and Christmas time, called The Christmas Pig by J.K. Rowling, because it was a Christmas book and I decided to read it during that time. Um, so I made a list basically. I started with those 3, The Christmas Pig, How to ADHD, and Conceal Don't Feel, because those are partial books. Oh, actually I had 4 books because I also was reading on my phone. I've been reading It Gets Worse by Shane Dawson. Um, so that's a digital book that I've read off and on. I've just been reading off and on over the years, but that's still um, it's a book. It's just digital. I prefer paper book. I prefer the hard copies. It's just um, with that one, I kind of thought I was buying the audiobook, and then I realized it was just a digital book, not the audiobook. So I've been working on reading it, and honestly, I bought it years ago. So I think I bought it when, well, I don't know if it was when it first came out or whatever, but um, anyway, so that's another one I've been working on. But I did finish reading The Christmas Pig and Conceal Don't Feel. I finished that before the new year. So I already checked those off of my list here. So I am still I still have How to ADHD. I've read a little bit of it, a little bit more of it, but it's just one of those things. If I want to read like a nonfiction, like self-help, like nonfiction self-help type of book, or if I want to read like a fake book, fiction book, this depends on my mood. I go through phases. So How to ADHD is still on my list of books I want to read this year. I have, of course, It Gets Worse by Shane Dawson. That one is more like if I'm, like, I found that I was reading it when I traveled. I pulled it out and was reading it because I didn't have, I think it was when I went on my cruise, when we were flying out there. I just realized I didn't think of something. Anyway, my point is, like, when I was traveling and I didn't really have access to my paper book, or if I forgot it, I had that on my phone. I pulled it out. I was reading it. So that's that's good in that sense. So I'll be reading that off and on. If I don't finish that this year, it's not the end of the world, but it is something that is still on my list. I would like to finish it this year, but it's kind of low priority. So I want to finish How to ADHD. I think I already talked about that. My next sort of self-help book that I want to read is Atomic Habits by James Clear. That's one that I've been wanting to read for a while, so I have it. I just want to start reading it. So after I'm done with How to ADHD, that'll be my next sort of self-help genre book. And then right now, I'm currently reading As Old as Time by Liz Broswell. It's a twisted tale. It's kind of based on Beauty and the Beast. So I have this one, and then I think I got 3 new books. Well, I know I got 3 new books for Christmas that's in this series. So I believe those are my next 3. I haven't added them to the list quite yet because I wanted to get through what was written on here before I add it to it, because otherwise I'll just see a big giant list and my brain will be like, no. So that's kind of the way it is. So those are the books I wanted to read. So then I have like fitness goals and challenges. I have 4 sort of fitness goals / challenges that I want to do for 2025. Right now, I am at the very beginning of my 75 soft challenge. I started that on the 1st, and I'm going to be doing that through March 16th. That's exactly 75 days. I'll be doing a whole video on that, so I'll be posting that. Then after that, I'm going to do a 30 days doing the infinity hoop. Then I'm going to be going from the hoop challenge. I will be going into my next big thing is going to be marathon training. So I signed up for a marathon for November 8th of this year. So I'll be doing marathon training throughout summer, pretty much. Most of my training will happen during summer, so that'll be cool to see how that looks compared to my last marathon. That was mostly during the school year. That was actually all during the school year. So, and I have a few different parameters I want to go with that. I'll talk more about that in those videos. So that'll be I'm planning on that being like a whole weekly update type of situation, like I did with my last set of marathon training videos. And then after the marathon, I have the Holiday Running Festival in December. I don't have an exact date for that, but it's usually like the first or second weekend in December. And I want to try and go for their Triple Snowflake Challenge this year, which is when I run the 5K, 10K, and half marathon. So we'll see. We'll see how that works. So those are my goals and challenges for fitness. So that'll be fun. If any of this sounds interesting to you, like this video, comment what some of your goals are, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.